even on the last day of class. Agility training was Agility 1. The only new things that we learned were different kinds of crosses, which are the different ways that you can change which side of you your dog is on when you're running the course, and we started jumping. The two main kinds of crosses that we learned in Agility 1 were the front and the rear. A front cross is where you turn into your dog, and a rear cross is where you cross behind your dog. Jumping was pretty easy for Mia. The only thing, once she figured out that she was supposed to go over the bar in front of her instead of around it. So then we just worked on doing more courses and keep going from one obstacle to the next without a big disruption in the middle. Here's our last course run from Agility 2. For being great teachers, my grandpa for taking all of these pictures, as well as my dad for driving me 45 minutes to class every Thursday. This has been a very fun project for me, but it has been especially fun for Via, and we will be continuing to do agility through the summer. Thank you.
For my 8th grade project, I upcycled clothes. Upcycling is using discarded materials and turning them into something more purposeful. I chose this for my project because I love fashion design and being eco-friendly by recycling. I wanted to create unique and comfortable clothes that were fun and eye-catching. My process began by going to several thrift stores to find pretty cotton clothing. Next, I deconstructed the garments via seam ripper. For me, deconstruction was the most tedious part of upcycling. And if any of you plan to try it in the future, prepare yourselves with lots and lots of coffee. Here are the pictures of my fabric before and after deconstruction. I chose these fabrics because I like their bright colors and their fun patterns. This is a picture of my original sketches, which were inspired by the fabric. Eventually, my ideas evolved into two, and then solidified into one. I love palazzo pants, so I wanted to make my own version by cropping them. And for the top, I played with the neckline and added color blocking. I got a pant pattern and created a muslin. The muslin served as a test dummy for the alterations. Here's the pattern after its surgery. This is the left and right front, and the cut angular pieces are for color blocking. Upcycling is pretty unpredictable, so it's important to be flexible with your ideas and not get disappointed when stuff doesn't work out. I ended up having to create an inseam panel because I ran out of the fabric I wanted. The shirt pattern was an original pattern created by my mentor, Marie Duval. So not many modifications had to be made. so an extra panel was installed for a zipper. But then once the zipper was installed, it still didn't fit, so another panel was installed for buttons. My final project is the outfit I'm wearing.
Oh, how nice.
I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me and transporting me. And I'd like to thank Ms. Udensu for allowing me to use her handwork room. And finally, I'd like to thank my mentor, Marie Duval, for doing just about everything else. Couldn't have accomplished this without you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ian Duval, and I did breakdancing. The reason I did breakdancing is because when I was 5 years old, I taught myself how to do the worm, and I kind of moved on from there, listening to older music, such as DC Boys and AC/DC and all that. I also thought the moves were complex, staying in the streets and in videos, so I kind of moved on from there. Breakdancing is attached to hip-hop, which is the mainstream, I guess you'd call it. Hip-hop's about unity and respect, and anyone is really allowed to be themselves and allowed to do it. It was kind of a new culture at the time when it was created, so it was mostly for the underprivileged, such as people who could not go to clubs during the time, and kind of created their own culture. It is now one of the most important cultures in the world. There are 4 actually elements in hip hop. There is DJing, MCing, graffiti, and breaking, of course. DJing are the people who create and play certain music during parties. MCing is a person who normally entertains the crowd or is the announcer or gives comments on the breakers, b-boys, and b-girls. And graffiti is actually known for being vandalism, but I have learned, and it's supposed to be referred to as normally being used by people who like street art and use it as their personal art and tag it, such as I put it on my trifold in the back, and I really enjoy doing that actually. That was probably the best part on the trifold. So breaking is actually one of the first styles of hip hop, and originated in 1973 at a house party in the Bronx, New York. The main foundations of it are the top rock, the down rock, the go down, floor, and freezing, as you'll see in my dance here in a second. Breaking original names are called the boyoing, the go up, and the get down. My mentor is actually one of the best guys I know who can dance. His name is Julius Jenkins, and he works at Elements, which is a nonprofit organization downtown in Over the Rhine. You guys should all go check it out. It's awesome. I did 7 sessions with him, learning about hip hop and breakdancing. 2 of the sessions were history. The rest were all choreographing my dance. And I'd like to thank Julius and my parents for just all-around support and helping me practice and doing my dance, and I hope you guys enjoy the show.
My name is Hi, my name is Alex Kersey, and for my 8th grade project, I chose to do baking cakes and making edible accessories.
Oh.
There was a lot of sugar in this project, and I really like sugar. Yeah. I sort of focused on making the accessories in the beginning because I already had experience baking the cakes. But in the start of May, I began to bake. Baking a cake is a lot harder than, it's a lot easier than dressing up the cake. So I learned more on how to properly ice, cover with fondant, and decorate a cake.